When Horus is a child, the elemental spirits is his protectors. Once he become an adult, they become his servants. And we're not talking about a disrespect, we're talking about a chain of command. And what it is we got to take command over our destiny by using the forces. You see what I'm saying? Not bowing down to the forces or trying to pander to the forces, because the forces don't work when you come to them humble now. Because we're talking about we're talking about a God grown again. We did that for thousands of years. So now, I use the forces. As a matter of fact, I was in Indianapolis. I woke up that morning, it was raining. I called up Oya and I called up, but I said, now wait a minute. Now y'all fucking niggas know that black people ain't gonna come out if it's raining. Now what in the hell are y'all assholes making this shit rain when you know damn well we working for you too? We're all in this together, shit. And sure enough, as soon as I said that the rain stopped, the sun came out, and sure enough, right after I got through, the rain poured down like crazy. You see what I'm saying? So my point is, the energy is out there now, but it needs someone to channel it. That's what our role is. That was ordained for us in the last days to get your power. That's the same thing that I was talking about last night, where Christ comes and takes the force of Satan, which is the raw power energy, and he uses that. He's using that particular power because he's conquered that power. So the key is that's not necessarily true. I don't want to fuck with no damn spirits that can't get in front of no damn camera and shit based on electromagnetic force fields, because based on stuff what's getting ready to go down, we need some real deal power to kick this ass when it all go down. So the ones I call on, they better come and do this shit right, you know. And based on that, we're talking about a chain of command, and we're also talking about going back to see the movie Last Dragon. The man was always looking for the master in the movie, and come to find out he was the master. You see what I'm saying? So that's the key right now. That's the key right now. We give too much respect for the ancestors, and the ancestors ain't nothing but a damn nigga that lost the body. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? And some of them are confused too. Don't let nobody fool you. Some of our ancestors and some of the gods are lost because they are random energies in an abandoned zoo. And the only reason how they ever get to the particular point where they're directed the right way is you got to conceive of it and you got to line it up, because the simple fact that's our task. So therefore we do it on the, and plus you got to realize this particular part. If you put the libations on the video and a person's in the house somewhere in Alabama watching the actual video, this particular libations can also electrify his house and give him the energy right in the crib. You see what I'm saying? And that person might have a revelation. You see, because people listen to the video with the libations and went in and had doggone multiple dreams and the lucid dreams. You see what I'm saying? So we're talking about all of that particular stuff as archetypes of the collective unconsciousness. But we are taught based on the ancestors, because that was the last cycle. The last cycle was, you know, we worship, and we don't worship shit. We are the goddamn ancestors, because I'm going to show you something. Guess where the ancestors go when they leave your body? They go and live inside of you. They live inside of you. That's where your ancestors are. Each man has his own universe, and when the ancestors go, they live inside of you. So when you speak to ancestors, you're only magnifying your own power. You're only magnifying your own power because they are all in a part of you. We're talking about the same substance. The same substance. And time out for all this old righteousness and beautiful and all that old fucked up shit, old African shit, the same old, all this here beautiful and praise be to, it's wartime now. Sure. So fuck the white man and fuck any asshole that don't want to get down with the show. You see, and I'm only telling you what Legba told me in the damn Orishas. They say, man, we can't help you no more. That was in 95. I said, what? It was 96. I said, we cannot help you anymore because you are dependent on us and you're looking at us as an objective entity outside of your own self. Until you come to us like you come to your brothers on the corner, don't come to us. And what was that? That was a way of teaching me that basically, you understand that we are all the same pattern. So at this particular time, I don't try to give the type of respect to the ancestors no more than I give the same people in this room. That's why I say, hey, if you pouring libations, if we're trying to be one with the gods, you understand what I'm saying, or one with the forces, it's kind of stupid to exclude the forces when we the same damn forces and the forces is inside of us. You understand what I'm saying? You on the video, so they be on the video. And so you got to start looking at these things as random forces of energy, no different than bleach, Ajax, washing powder, gasoline, gunpowder. You understand what I'm saying? A nigger knocker, a whipstick, or whatever you want to call the shit. You got to look at it that way, and you are the one that's in control of that thing, because you are the Heru, the warrior. And you harness their energy, not the ancestors, oh, protect me. Oh, it's all about you. You see what I'm saying? See, the Europe and all that stuff blew that out of proportion for the simple fact that when they were in the mystery schools, they understood at the particular time, because they had a mystery system in West Africa, just like you had the one in East Africa. And they understood that ultimately the initiate first comes in, and the initiate comes in and he learns all about the gods and all this type of stuff. When he gets to a certain age, about 30, they come in and say, hey, look, them gods you've been worshiping, they you. Are they gods just like you? And he has to deal with the point, if he's going to become a god and be one like God, he has to identify with them, and he has to literally take the next 10 years of his life to erase this whole thing based on him being separated from the gods. But after the priests had to go up underground based on degeneration and based on colonization and based on wars, they went up underground, and so therefore the mystery, the higher component died out, and the regular people just started worshiping the entities. So what about the law, this and all that kind of thing, which is 7 major deities, 7 chakras. There's how many hundred other major deities, deities. You got chakras and glands, and it's all nothing but the mechanism of your own body. But they lost that magic. So now we got all the new Egyptian shit, everybody calling on Osiris and all that. They ain't doing nothing but calling on their own damn self. You see what I'm saying? So we got to get out of this whole Christianized, Judeo-Christian mentality. You understand what I'm saying? The way we view these Kamite deities, they are formulas. But they are not just formulas outside of you, they are your formulas. You see what I'm saying? They're your formulas and all. And that's the point about it, why people not being trained that much in the occult to understand this particular stuff. You got to push the envelope to the point whereas you got to stop making it an objective entity outside of yourself. You see? So my thing, based on what I know, and I know how this shit works. You see what I'm saying? I know how this stuff works. You got to doggone include them as a part of you. So therefore we will pour libations on the damn camera in the goddamn bathroom. I'm on the damn toilet, I call on the shit. Well, I thought about sitting down. This is kind of a foul place to call up Ogun. I said, wait a minute, motherfucker, I'm Ogun. I'm sitting on Ogun, he's taking a damn shit. Yeah, that's right. That's right. See? And we got to constantly, and this is a hard thing, because we got to constantly deal with this, because we've had thousands of years of worshiping. And it's very lonely without a God, you understand what I'm saying, above you, whereas the God being a part of you in the force of the force that you are actually the agent carrying out God's work. So it's very lonely when you don't have something to bow down to. It's very lonely. So therefore, it's no different than moving out of the house the first time and be by your damn self. You move out with some friends, you can get through it, but by yourself, you move out of the house the first time, it's very lonely when you ain't got no, when your mom and daddy ain't around. Well, it's the same hierarchy when it comes to the God realm. You are now adults. You are now adults. And you don't supposed to pray to them, you supposed to demand. And you got to demand seriously, just like you ever got mad at a person? You know, you get mad and grit your doggone teeth? That's power. You see what I'm saying? You supposed to demand this and that happen, but don't demand on no bullshit, because that's not what the energy is for. So don't demand to have no damn fur coat. But I'm saying I demand for my fucking lights not to get cut off. You see what I'm saying? And you got to literally demand these things, because you're using the same forces. You see what I'm saying? Don't pray to them. Quit praying. You see what I'm saying? Quit praying. So we call on them and all, but it's the same energy, and that's the thing we have to drive home, because we don't get it. We are the gods who are to come is our own self. That's what the whole Christ mechanism is all about. You see what I'm saying? There is no God but man, because man is the acting agent of God. It's something like God is called the nothingness. It has all the potential in the world. But without a plug or without a machine that actually takes the electricity and turns it into something, it's just what you call stagnant. You see, it's not connected. So we are the agent, or what you would call the perfecting agent of God, of the nothing. So therefore, we don't supposed to be bound down to the nothingness, because the nothingness put itself in motion as us to do what the hell it wants. But somehow in his journey to do what he wants, he got hit in the damn head, and the other part got separated, and the other part looking back thinking that's God, and it's the same damn shit. It's like being in the same house, wanting to get to another part of the doggone house, but the door is closed, and you thinking the house is totally separate. You thinking the house you want to be is down the street, but it's just a door away. You see, so that's what we have to deal with at this particular time. Is becoming, and it's almost a therapeutic, psychological thing on what you have to deal with on that particular level. Once I got above that, now I do what the fuck I want to do. I want to scratch my ass, I scratch my ass. You understand what I'm saying? I purposely do things out of the moralistic realm, including thoughts.